Yes, I'm one of those crazy people that bought both. Hey, I'm Sal at Decco Ranch. Welcome. This is part 2 of a 3-part compilation series on the comparison between the Honda Rebel 1100 DCT and the manual version. This part is the in-ride comments where we're mic'd up. We have a microphone in our helmet that feeds to the GoPro, so what we're saying is happening at that moment and you see what's happening on the road. That way you can actually get a feel for what's going on with these bikes. Enjoy, and I hope you stay tuned at the end for the trailer on part 3, which is the after ride review. Okay. This does not have that positron neutral thing. I love the display on this bike. Love it. It's in standard mode.
The nice thing with DCT, you don't have to worry about shifting gear. So if you want to go, just twist the throttle and then you'll go. There's the other one, the manual.
Okay, I switched to 4th at 55. I could have gone longer, but it just felt right.
A little bit careful about it because I'm not comfortable yet with the shifting, the automatic shifting gear, because sometimes it doesn't shift how you want it to be, although there is an options for you. If you do want to manually shift the gear yourself, you could go up and down.
Oh, these bikes are beautiful. Holy crap, you step on this throttle, it goes. Wow. Let's go pass her. Brake.
I would imagine it would be very beneficial and comfortable for people that commute with a lot of traffic lights. So I think that will be the attractions for people that attracted to this type of motorcycle, because you just use the throttle and that's it, pretty much. Obviously you could see that the shifting gear is not as responsive as I wanted to be, or I'm used to be. Still go, but I do think it could have been better, or maybe I'm just not used to riding this type of motorcycles. This is my first automatic type of motorcycle.
Oh, God, I love this turn. I love this turn. And it just pulls so nicely out of it. Now, I'll tell you, I've had the DCT at up as high as 98 miles an hour, and it was very, very stable.
They do have different kind of mode, so I'm on standard mode, which is very well, not very safe, but kind of a safe mode. I think the one that's the most conservative is the rain mode. So, and then I'll switch to the sports in a minute. So that one actually is not bad. It's better than the first one. Yeah, it's not bad. So I'm gonna switch the mode to sports now. I don't know if you can see the dashboard. That will be sports. So we are on the sports mode. First thing that I do notice, it does grip a little bit more. The traction, you could feel it a little bit more connected to the throttle.
Oh, this is just so easy to ride. I like this bike.
I definitely feel like the responsiveness better. I feel a lot more comfortable with the sports mode on the turn. The plan is we're gonna switch somewhere here, and then Sal's gonna take the DCT and I'm gonna take the manual. This is gonna be my first time riding the 1100 manual, so I'm excited about it. I really think my gut feeling, I will like the manual better, because I do feel the automatic shifting that they have is not perfect yet. I'm assuming a couple of years they could fix that, but I felt it's not as smooth as I want it to be, or maybe just because the way I'm riding it.
It was easy on shift, not only on shifting. Oh my God, I love the bike. Bike quad, the instant get up and go. I love this bike. Did I say that already? This is why I bought it.
Are we switching? Oh. Don't do this at home. We are switching in the middle of the road. Yeah. So I'm now on the manual.
Grab for the clutch. Drive. Oops. And back in the DCT.
All right. I like from the get-go. The manual just felt a lot more control. Even I think the weight, for some reason it just felt more center. I feel like the center of gravity felt more low, and then it felt more, the only thing I do want to make sure I don't forget to downshift.
This is not as effortless, huh? Okay, I'm not liking it. Wow. It just feels like it's laboring more. It downshifts fine. But it's so weird not having a clutch. He wants us to go and he's got the right of way. Okay. It's so weird not shifting. I mean, it is nice, but you feel like you lose something. Oops, I lost Ninja.
remember to downshift, because that's thing that I miss.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, clunk. Holy sh.
Oh, I just love the feeling of manual for some reason. Whoa.
It's got good brakes. Oh God, that was a clunk. I'm not liking this. Oh.
Well, the non-shifting, kind of nice on the DCT. So if I have to do that with a lot of, like if I have to deal with a lot of intersection, the DCT would be nice.
I don't like how it labors before it switches. You should watch that tack. I just feel like it's laboring before it shifts. It doesn't shift when I would shift. Oh.
Handling, gotta say, it's hard. It's nothing to compare. It's just the manual. You just feel better. You feel more confident. You felt more in control. And I do feel even the motorcycle grabbed the road a little bit better. Felt a little bit better.
Okay, I'll let her get up there and then take off. Oh, I love the power and the torque on this though. Still in third gear at 49.
So the shifting is not as smooth as the Rebel 500. I think the sweet spot for the shifting smaller. I'm not sure if it's related with the engine or the dimension of it. I don't know, but so it's not as, it's maybe slightly not as easy as the Rebel 500, but it's still pretty good beginner bikes in my opinion.
And what we discovered before is when you push it, it has much longer gears, and when you baby it, it has very short gears. Ah, she's playing it safe. The bikes are great though.
Okay, that one is standard. So we've been riding standard. So whoa, I'm gonna switch to the sports mode. Okay.
So you just feel it. It's got instant power at your fingertips. You feel it. Holy crap! I'm in the 80s and it hasn't hit 6th gear yet.
So I'm gonna do sports mode to see if I see any difference. So feel a lot nicer on the lean on the manual. Feel more stable. A lot better. Yep. Love it. Great power. I love it.
I'm at 56. I'm gonna hold it, 56, 57. And she cruises past me. Easily. Oh, just look and point it and it goes.
is it nice? She doesn't have to shift down. I do.
And it's downshifting nicely for the stop here. No clutch. Got to remember that. Oh, that's weird. I still don't like that clunkiness. Oh, you feel it, you hear it.
The suspension is great. Both obviously the same, DCT, and they don't have a different. Compared to the Rebel 500, this one has more cushion.
Oh, oh, wow. It's got, you know, they both have that power and torque, which is awesome. Downshifts nicely. Gosh, you want to pull in the clutch at this point so it doesn't die, but there's no clutch. It's just so weird. Fourth gear, so I'm not pushing it hard, and it's got shorter gears. And this is a bumpy road, but it's taking it nicely. I'm pleased. Smoothed out a little here. Oh, back to the bumps. But it handles it nicely. The Vulcan was much stiffer in suspension, so I much prefer, that was me, I much prefer the Rebel. And this seat's even better than the 500 seat, the Rebel 500.
Right, it's bumpy, but pretty comfortable actually. The suspensions, the cushion, I don't really feel, doesn't feel rough at all. Now I'm going to use the paddles. And oh God, it clunks. So if I use the paddles, it'll be in the right gear. It's a matter of, do you want to use the paddles? Did a really good job there. Okay. Okay, low turn is very stable on the manual. That's the other one that I do notice on DCT. When you're going low in the turn, there's kind of a little bit, word that's used is a little bit choppy. It does feel like kind of drop, because it's almost like they don't know which gear to shift. So you kind of worried for a little bit. It gives you a little bit worried. Okay, is it gonna go with the right gear? So lower turn is more comfortable. And I just have it in standard mode. It gets spunkier in sport mode. We're just running a quick comparison on these two bikes, so when you think about which bike you want to buy, you're going to know from a riding perspective how they feel, the difference in how they feel. You've made it this far, you must be serious about this bike or these bikes, the DCT or the manual. Take your pick. Hope you enjoyed the video. Here's the trailer for the next one. In the meantime, ride safe and keep your horses moving. Okay, we are back from our ride. Mm-hmm. What did you think? What's your impression of the two bikes, the differences? You want me first or you first?
Well, okay, you started off on the DCT.
Yep.
And I finished on the DCT.
Yeah.
And we switched halfway to the opposite bike.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna the first time on manual for both of us, yeah?
Yeah, it's the first time for either of us riding the manual.
Yep.
Out like that. Mm-hmm. And I love the power